Welcome to Session 1, Educational Environments of Grid. The next two lectures are about creating educational environments of team-based learning through gamified activity. The Applied Scientist practice-based research is based on using a humanoid robot and immersive storytelling in virtual reality. Together, the lectures design an authentic real-time activity in interdisciplinary context of arts and technology. Their innovative architecture of changing conditions and collaborative group experiences involve educational lessons in academic environment. Our first speaker, Dr. Koen Vax, holds a PhD in Computer and Information Science from LNU University in Sweden. He is the head of the undergraduate program in the Faculty of Instructional Technologies and leads the discipline of humanoid robotics at HIT. Wow. His journey from the sciences and technology grid into the educational grid resulted in creating courses focusing on the development of digital skills and has conducted several national and international projects in this field. Let us welcome Dr. Koen Vax.
Hello, thank you, Omer, and good morning to everybody. First of all, I would like to deliver a special thanks to the organizers, Dr. Liora Bigun, and a special thanks to Dr. Nava Shaked. And today I will present our work in progress named as Deployment of Educational Grid Enhanced by Humanoid Robots, a showcase and implementation in a team-based training. So let's move on. Just a few words before moving on, sorry. This work in progress is done in collaboration with the Dean of the Faculty of Instructional Technologies, Professor Gila Kurtz. So now let's move on. Some outline of the topics that I'll be addressing today. So I'll be talking about humanoid robots, and I'll present our research efforts in this aspect. Then we will move on and we will talk a bit about the grid representing the intertwined concerns of our effort. In the next topic, I will address our development and deployment effort. And then we will talk about and actually demonstrate a presentation of an activity. Finally, I will conclude with a preliminary evaluation study. So let's begin. I hope that you'll enjoy my talk. So a few words about humanoid robots. So what are those humanoid robots? So humanoid robots, you probably encountered them in special fairs, maybe in science fiction movies. So these robots are computers embedded into mechanical structures aimed to resemble persons' shapes, movements, gestures, and behaviors. They have the capability to interact with people. And this capability to interact with the people have been proven in early childhood education. Another word about humanoid robots, they have the capability to enhance creativity, entertainment, enjoyment, and curiosity. If we are speaking about entertainment, enjoyment, and especially curiosity, why do not try to exploit it for the sake of training and learning? And this is the very base of our work. I'm moving to the next slide, and I'm presenting our research effort. So in our research effort, we focus on the investigation of innovative approaches for exploiting humanoid robots for educational and training purposes. And while we do this, we exercise our efforts while conceptualizing educational or training activities. We do the both. For me, it's not exactly the same. Educational activities and training activities might be interpreted slightly different. We also design the user interfaces, and you will be surprised that, yeah, we have user interfaces while concerning humanoid robots. And we do much more than that. We address also the user experience. We design the user experience. Not less important, maybe a bit more. We also do the realization. We do the actual development through our technological development and deployment. In other words, we code the robot, we program the robot, and we realize these comprehensive activities into an experience, an educational or training experience. Now I'm getting into the one of the main slides of my presentation, and now I want to present our interpretation of the grid concept. So for us, or for everybody, the grid concept represents intertwined concerns of efforts. And these concerns of efforts somehow are aligned to our efforts done regularly or exercised regularly in our faculty, the Faculty of Instructional Technologies. Thus, we do conceptualization of educational and training. We address the educational and training activities, or theory and activities, sorry, per se. We also address concerns focused on design of user experience and user interfaces. And as I mentioned before, we also address the actual development, the technological development. But each of these concerns cannot live alone by themselves. Those are intertwined concerns converging into a comprehensive solution. Thus, a comprehensive solution addressing educational or training purposes. And something that is specially about the nature of our efforts. The arrows coming from the left to the right in the slide, the aspects of challenges from realistic settings. So normally, when we go on our way and we start a deployment effort in our faculty, we do not do something that is not related to the realistic settings. We are constantly seeking for challenges taken from realistic settings. We desire to solve realistic problems. Having said that, we can talk about our research aim. And in our research aim, we search for the field and settings providing opportunities for the best blend between the humanoid robot used as a motivational catalyst with appropriate instructional design methodology. We also suggest that the concept of an escape room, and we will talk extensively about escape room in a moment, offer opportunities to practice the mentioned blend. One word about the escape room. The escape room is used, the concept of the escape room is used as the main purpose of our activity that we design and deploy. And lastly, we are not aware of prior studies directly addressing the use of humanoid robots with adults in context of an escape room deployed for learning and training purposes. So in these efforts, that's the last bullet implies that our deployment efforts are oriented to the population of adults. And in the following slide, we offer a visual representation of the escape room, and in the center picture, there you can see a group of participants around a humanoid robot located in the middle of a room. Near the robot, you can see the vault having the 4 locks, and in this sense, this is our escape room. And the difference between this escape room and a normal escape room, like most of the audiences might know, is that we use the humanoid robot for mediating, as a mediator of the escape room. In other words, the robot provides the riddles for the participant. The robot provides the clues for the participants. The robot verifies the answers for the riddles provided by the participants. And he also provides the code capable to opening each the colored locks located in the vault. In the right picture, you can also see a representation of a dedicated mobile application that we developed for the participants that they are required to use while experiencing this escape room. Now, speaking specifically about the mission that you are seeing there, or the challenge that you are seeing there, the robot provided a riddle addressing a famous spy in the Israeli history, in the modern Israeli history. The answer is Eli Cohen. I'm sure that most of you know the Netflix series presenting the work of Eli Cohen. So in response, the participants should select the right picture representing Eli Cohen. They present the picture to the face of the robot. The robot enables or starts to exercise face recognition, and then provides the code for opening one of the locks. In this point, I would like to ask from our aide to start the video, and we will illustrate our activity. Let's have sound.
Welcome to Escape Now, a team-based training escape room focused on national security, targeting corporate organizations seeking to optimize their teamwork, supporting rich interactions provided by Humanoid Robot.
Hello, friends.
Offering an educational experience fostering curiosity and fun. Join our innovative experience, calling participants to the flag, inviting them to do it collaboratively, requiring them to solve 4 riddles and rescue sensitive information. Hurry up! Participants have only 45 minutes to solve all riddles and save the nation. Let's move to the ground floor and demonstrate some actions. See how participants receive their first riddle in a form of a letter. Look how they work collaboratively as they're looking for answers. Notice how they interact and verify their answers with a humanoid robot and with a dedicated mobile application. And finally, watch this exciting moment. Success! Participants managed to open all locks sealing the information vault. Welcome to our adventure. Experience teamwork learning. Foster your curiosity. Join Escape Now. It's much more than just an escape room.
Wow, we did it on time. Good job, team. I knew I could count on you. I hope you enjoyed playing, because I know I had a blast. See you next time.
Okay, so let's move to the last slide, and we'll talk a bit slightly about our preliminary evaluation study we conducted with a series of with experts from various fields. So just to talk a bit about this evaluation study, we, as you can see, we captured the proceedings of the activity we conducted during the activity of the escape room, and we did so for presenting the series of experts these videos, and we did it for evaluation purposes. We got, just to speak shortly about this, the results that we gained from these experts were very encouraging in terms of the feasibility that now can serve as a motivational tutor in adults' collaboration game-based learning. One last conclusive word. You saw one example of an activity dealing with Israeli national history. We can easily, of course, change the riddles, the thematic of the riddles for other thematic. So I believe personally that the idea of this escape room that was mediated by a robot could be adopted and adapted across domains and maybe across levels. Thank you very much. I invite the audience to ask questions. Thank you very much.
Hello there. Thank you, Dr. Cohen-Vax. Okay, so we have 2 questions from our participants. The first one. Is it really, can you please elaborate? He's asking for you to elaborate on the next steps of your research.
I'm sorry, we had the interruption and we can...
That's okay, I'll repeat the question. So one of our participants writes to you that it is really interesting stuff. Can you please elaborate on the next steps of your research?
All right. Okay, now I understand. Thank you for your help. So we were asked about our next steps, the next steps of our research. We are constantly seeking for scenarios that address, as I mentioned, that address authentic or realistic challenges that are brought from the field. And the place to, how not, to speak about the COVID-19 virus and the social isolation encompassed with this pandemic that unfortunately we all experience. So in this term, we are currently working on a new activity that in which the robot is used as a tutor or a teacher. I would say even a virtual grandson teaching grandfathers to use Instagram. And the reason for which we picked the Instagram is that the grandsons communicate in Instagram while grandfathers do not do that. So we want to bring them into the same kind of communicative level, the communicative plane. So for this purpose, we found that this is quite a realistic challenge, and we are working on this scenario.
Fascinating. Okay, we have one more question from one of the participants. According to your opinion, do robots need to become an alternative to people or only assistants for people?
Well, that's a very good question. And I think that the question does not concern necessarily to robots. We can extend the answer for this question for technology, educational and training technology. Does educational or training technology aim to substitute teachers? I would say that no. I would say that technology, and specifically in particular robots, can be used as amplifiers. Thus, teachers, trainers, and tutors may use technology, in our case, the humanoid robot, to amplify their education, their training message, so we might gain a better or more meaningful learning experience.
Thank you very much, Dr. Cohen-Wachs. Thank you very much for today.
Thank you very much. I enjoyed it very much. And again, thank you to special thanks to the organizers and to Professor Gila Kurtz, which collaborates with me in this effort. Thank you very much. Have a nice conference.
Thank you.